Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Death Row History Channel. I am your host, Mr. Toad, and in this video, we will be covering botched executions. This will be the introductory video to the series over botched executions by method. And at this point, you're probably asking yourself, but, Mr. Toad, what constitutes a botched execution? Well, that's a good question. Contrary to what the media says, a botched execution is simply an execution that does not follow protocol. A technical definition is an execution that occurs when there is a breakdown or departure from protocol for a particular method of execution. So everything from instead of using the elbow in a lethal injection, you use the wrist or the neck, all the way to complete decapitation and a hanging. That's all botched executions. However, most executions that are botched are not as extreme as the media makes you believe. From 1890 to 2010, there has been 8,776 executions. And of those 8,776 executions, 276 of which have been botched. That is a percentage of 3.15%. However, lethal injection has the highest botched rate of any other method of execution. When you break it down individually, electrocution has a 1.92% botch rate. Lethal gas has a 5.4% botch rate. Lethal injection has a 7.12% botch rate. And the firing squad comes in the definite winner here with a 0% botch rate. It's kind of hard to mess up a firing squad, but it is what it is. In this video, the series of videos, I will be covering lethal injection, gas chamber, and electrocution. I'm not worried about hanging as much because it is public knowledge. And the fact that botched hangings have been beaten like a dead horse, and these botched hangings were the reason for the New York Death Commission, which we've already covered on this channel, and the introduction of the electric chair. So, plus, hanging is not used in the United States as often as it once was. The other notable difference is every botched execution I mention will be post-Furman. For those that are wondering, post-Furman means that it is after the reinstatement of the death penalty, because the records pre-Furman are hard to find. So from 1982 until 2010, or No, from 1982 until 2018. So far, post Furman, there has been 51 botched executions. There's been 51 botched executions. 2 by asphyxiation, gas chamber. 10 by electrocution. And 39 by lethal injection. So the data I'm looking at that gives you the number of exactly how many botched executions there's been post Furman. So from the reinstatement of the death penalty until 2018. There has also been 3 failed executions. And those were all lethal injection, and they were all due to the inability, the execution personnel's inability to set up an IV line. One of the biggest problems with lethal injection is finding a vein. One of the questions that I've heard and in research have seen asked is, before they put the person to death, were you a IV drug user? And that is because if you were an IV drug user, it's harder for them to find a vein to execute you with. It seems like that would be a no-brainer, but it's standard, it's SOP to ask that. Oh. Also, I want to say I'm sorry for the lapse in videos. I know it's been about 2 months since I put up a video, and I apologize for that. I have been in college the last 6 weeks, and it's kicking my ass at this point. So my YouTube videos were the last thing on my mind, but I felt like I needed to put a video out, let y'all know I'm still alive, I'm still kicking. And I'm still around, so I'll get back to doing videos when I can. As I said, this is what's going to be the next setup of videos, but I'm not exactly sure when I'll upload the next piece on this. But this will give you an idea of something to look forward to. This will give you something to look forward to. And again, I apologize for the absence. All I can do is get back to what I do best, and that is produce quality videos over the history of the death penalty. And with that being said, I am everybody's favorite mythical creature, the one, the only, Mr. Toad, and this is the Death Row History Channel, your source for all things Death Row history. Stay safe, folks. For my viewers in Texas, stay warm. Stay warm and just, we'll make it through this. For those of my viewers across the pond, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana got hit by a nasty snowstorm, and there are a lot of people that are still without power, water, and other amenities that we normally take for granted due to this storm. So again, for my viewers in Texas and throughout America that's dealing with this, stay warm, stay safe. This is Mr. Toad, and I'm gone.